Hi everybody, this is the first video for Critical Compassion entitled Getting Your First License from Health Canada. So the aim of this first video is one in a multi-part series that I'm going to be making for the website. This is just going to give a couple-minute overview of the entire process and sort of give you an idea of how much work or what forms are necessary to get things going with Health Canada. From the outset, I'll tell you right away that it is very bureaucratic, very tedious, very redundant, very cumbersome, a little nonsensical, and not really entirely straightforward, especially for people who are suffering from terminal illnesses, people that are stricken with pain, that have debilitating illnesses such as multiple sclerosis, cancer, HIV, epilepsy, psychiatric disorders. How are people supposed to withstand this sort of bureaucracy from Health Canada, while at the same time being able to safely and legally access their medicine of their choice? So without further ado, I'll tell you right away that this is my first time making a video with this software, Cam Studio. So if it doesn't turn out that great, I'll try to make another one. Please leave me some comments. Tell me what you think, and hopefully as things go along, the quality will get better, and everything will be a little bit more straightforward. So, in total, there are 8 forms that Health Canada requires you to fill out. Not necessarily all of them will apply to your situation. On the next slide, I'll sort of show you. Form A is the authorization to possess, which is the main form that you're going to be sending in. The Form Bs, you're only really supposed to fill out one of them, and I'll go over in the Form B videos which one will apply to you specifically, whether or not you are a Category 1 or a Category 2 patient. Form C and D are used for people that are going to be growing or have somebody grow their own cannabis for them. Form E and E1 and E2 are very, I would say, obsolete forms that even though you do need to send them in, the product coming back from Prairie Plant Systems, the government sanctioned provider, is completely unnecessary, and but nevertheless it is something that does need to be sent in. Form F is something that needs to be filled out if you are going to be producing or have somebody produce your own medicine for you, that's not at your residence that you own. So if you're renting a place or living with somebody where you do have their permission to produce your medicine there, Form F needs to be sent in. And finally, Form R is for people that already have licenses that are doing their yearly renewal. So there are 3 different situations in which you could fall into. You can just have a authorization to possess. That is situation number 1, where you only need to send in 3 forms: Form A, Form B. So I have that in parentheses there, meaning that you can either be a B1 or a B2 depending on your situation, and E1, meaning the authorization to get your medicine from Health Canada directly. However, not many people do. I think less than 70 from the information that I have. But this would definitely allow you to obtain your medicine from a local compassion club or another provider that you have that you don't necessarily want to have to approve through Health Canada, but I'll talk more about that later. Second situation is if you want to grow your own medicine. you then have to send in 4 or maybe 5 forms. F if you don't own your own property. So Form A Form B, Form C, Form E2, and Form F. And finally, if you want to designate somebody else to grow, if you're sick, if you're in a hospital, you don't have access to to a place of your own. But however, or if you want to grow cooperatively with a few other people in compliance with the new regulations with Health Canada that I'll actually talk about in another video. As you can see there, those are the forms that you need to send in. And while you can go to the Health Canada website directly and sort of try to navigate your way through all the links and tabs and forms and God knows what else to try to find these forms, I've sort of gone through the trouble of doing that for you. And if you go to my website, www.criticalcompassion.org, just click through and you'll come to my Blogspot page that I have up for now. And on the right, or in one of the posts, there's all the links to the forms. Just if you want to make things a little bit more smoothly, just right-click on it, open it in a new window, and print it off. So the way the things are going to go in subsequent videos is I'm going to walk you through the forms, just sort of step-by-step little tips and tricks or things that that need clarification, and you can fill the form alongside the video. I originally had made PowerPoint presentations with a lot of notes and whatnot and on the page itself, but I'm having difficulty getting quality sort of translated and put on YouTube or these sort of things. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have the page up there, and hopefully it's going to be straightforward enough that you can sort of make sense of this. These videos are not really about self-promotion, but they're really more focused at providing people sort of a guide or a help in filling out these forms and sending them into Health Canada, so as to sort of increase the people that are in this program. I believe that it's a great thing that that our government has provided a means for sick people to safely and legally access the medicine of their choice, be it that it is cumbersome and bureaucratic, at its core, but it is there. This has just been a brief intro. Hopefully I'll have most of the videos up very, very soon, and more information. So stay tuned, check the website periodically for updates, and hope you enjoy.